You guys are videographing me.
It's fine, my video.
No, we on. Rialamogela. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bogang BK, McFull. Apparently, the McFull part, it's you being a copycat. Someone said you are. There's lack of authenticity in the. I cannot mention her, but she said the second episode was the first time she tuned in, and she's like, I'm 4 minutes into it, I'm hooked. Mara them McFull part. Yeah, he's a copycat. He must come up with something of his unique nature.
Who did I copy from?
And apparently, apart from you, McFull exists.
Where?
Somewhere, I don't know.
Where? They must bring that person here. Emma, when
who gave you the McFull name?
I gave it to myself. When did I start being McFull? I think I was in grade 10. A long time ago, high school.
McFull.
Back. Dragon policy, man. A long time ago.
Yeah, but apparently you're not the only McFull.
Yeah, but that other McFull is copying from me. Man.
Oh, you are not the copycat.
I'm not letting this one go.
Okay. No, we should find McFull on social media perhaps.
Let them come here and then we track where they
the origin of the name.
Because now I can tell you, I started being McFull 2011.
So you have like a decade?
Yeah, more than a year. More than 10 years.
No, the decade is not a year, but I don't know.
10 years.
It's fine. It happens. My teacher I don't see right. Our usual. We have Mpongwaile.
That's fucking cocaine, man.
No, you know what I wanted to say. In my mind, I wanted to say campus clock. Then in the process of saying it, I was like, fuck, let me just use this name.
Say we have Kogejo, campus clock Ngwaile.
Campus clock Ngwaile.
So how did I get the campus now? How?
No, campus clock.
Campus clock, man.
Yeah, but
it's like your identity now.
Your permanent identity.
My identity is easy. That is my identity.
No.
Yeah, it's as easy as campus clock.
It's as easy as that. The petty nigga King Hero is here. The guy has like a plethora of hair. Like a muri of hair. Bruh.
Are you not related to Ifani?
Bruh. Like
Every TikTok I go live, they say I look like Freddy Guala.
Hey, Freddy Guala.
When last have you seen Freddy Guala? I think so.
Like jazz.
Yeah.
Disco jazz legends.
You know, Muriro Matago sometimes warisha. Yeah.
Warisha game. I clap back.
Exactly. Like I feel like we are it's a hygiene hazard in being in the press with the sound guy King Hero, yes, Mriri Ragolabuga. And we also have King Hero Mriri.
Yes.
Yeah, man. You know sometimes Batu we just assume it's biology. But I'm concerned that the concentration area it's more focused on the hair.
This is not a myth.
He was like that.
This is true, man. This is true, man.
So he's a motherfucker, this one.
That's why
Kujo Malesa, my man. Director of photography there. Man. Yeah. Anyone who has a phone,
Hey,
a spare phone,
It's so hot.
re kgopela le donating my man here. Yeah, 30 minutes. No. I noted bolwetse ba phone ya gagwe bo thomile around December last year. He's been complaining. So if kindly, so if you have a phone,
I
a spare
always
phone,
advise when you buy phones, even careful. Rekang maina o tsebale.
Yeah,
Scott
check
Lord,
the
hey,
specs.
the
Check
specs,
the
the specs. Ke tla re le bola share the specs.
you take no.
The specs. Let to go mata le tlenya go compare di phone tsa rena tsa o dura le tsa lena tsa di specs.
Welele.
I want phone.
Nah, I don't have a phone myself.
Phone ya bokang ka pele ka morago wa tshwana. We phethoje o tshwana le ka morago.
Welcome. Let's get into the business of the day. So it goes on like this. Throughout the week, a lot has happened.
Yeah.
Ranging from ESCOM, South Africa being grey listed.
Yeah.
It's a variety of things. I believe we're going to touch on them as we proceed with the episode.
Yeah,
So right now,
definitely.
something that has caught my attention was why is it in workplaces, right, that when you are younger, the grotmanis of the workplace, the older employees tend to like take advantage of you. Maybe they just assume by age, like they get to assume since I am the older one, I have more professional experience, so you get to, haven't you like had like an experience where maybe in your workplace
Yeah, and ke bolwetse ntwe.
Yeah, man.
Mara re ke ithome ka mokgo. Age ne. Age le di position. Ke bothata ka mahlakoreng a mantši. Ka mahlakoreng a mantši a mebereko, where not only in the education not only in the education sector, but you find the battle of the older person and the one with the highest position at work continues each and every time. So rena re sokotša ke taba ya gore ka mo teacher when we started working, my age group 2018, 2019, 2020, when we started working, re ba le challenge ya gore re khumana banna ba bantši le basadi ba bantši ba le gore sa le ba thoma go bereka ka bo 1994 ba tswa bo teaching colleges nako le di sa exista, and rena ge re fitla re ba hwetša ba le boma 20 years 25 years into the industry, and they are still boma 10 years away from retirement. You understand? So the struggle of age and leadership ka mogare ga yona incorporate respect, incorporate wisdom, incorporate go ba clever. You understand? So old people automatically assume that since yana lo mogolo mo mmerekong a ntletše pele, he automatically assumes that by default I'm supposed to respect that person. Yet they forget you could be older than me, mara wa ba stupid. You understand? Age does not earn a person respect.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
It has never been the case. Unless you want to be African about it and say our African principles teaches us that we must respect our elders. But then again, if you want to bring ethics, not ethics, if you want to bring cultural dynamics into the professional sector, into the professional system, then you are eliminating the art of being professional at work.
But can it be that culture shouldn't be separated in a professional space?
Exactly, that's exactly my point. That's why I'm saying if we have culture, then you are killing the element of professionalism at work.
My question rather is why can't we fuse them both? Why can't we acknowledge okay, and despite we are on the same level at work, I should always bear in mind that in our interactions, he or she is a human before they are a professional somebody. Why can't we acknowledge that. Yes, onale the thinking I am older, you are younger. Yes, there's that. We can't damn them for that. We can damn them, but it's how they see things, right? But why can't we just acknowledge as much as Nali and we earn the same paycheck, as much as we drive the same cars, why can't we just accept that, despite profession having had made us age mates, so to say?
But so us, the young ones, do not have a problem. We don't have an issue. Mind you, the first thing I do when I get to work, kilo muswa. First thing I do when I get there is to get to know everyone and want to learn from them. You understand? I want to excel at my job. And the only way for me to excel is if I learn from the old ones. We do not disregard the element of age and wisdom and experience. I already disregarded it. But problem is young as I am, the adult treats me like I'm a baby.
Yeah, I'm fun.
You know, ukasimpichi mfana mmeruko, ukasimpichi mwanaka mmeruko, ukasimpichi boy mmeruko, ukasimpichi sano, anything of that sort, because then it nullifies the profession. It's anything school 4 years gamuka plus other additional qualifications.
But I just to disturb you, Ranyan. But why is it that do you find it wrong or is it
it depends on it depends on the tone. Wabona if, for example, like a principal, okay? If he calls me to his office, not to reprimand me, but to ask for help regarding something, and then he would say, 1, 2, 3, udishe second office, my son. I won't take offense.
Yeah.
Mara if you wampija mfana katuni ya wonchallenge ngwana, there's nothing you can do about this. I'm going to retaliate.
So your issue is not the labeling, but the manner in which
the labeling comes. I wonder if you're going to call me son. Eman, last week, this week, fella.
Yeah.
This particular week.
Yeah.
The Monday. Not Monday. No, last week, man. The week before this one. On a Wednesday, I had a fallout at my school with a group of teachers there. You understand? Kenala 5 years Kibereka is a teacher. You get it? And within these 5 years, you know what I said to them in my first year? I said to them, after they have asked me a question to say, why are you always quiet in meetings? Why do you never engage in conversation with us? So I said to them, the day I will speak will be the day I understand what is going on here. Because now, as far as I'm concerned, I do not get anything. I don't understand what you guys are fighting for. I don't understand the differences that you guys have. And I don't see where they come from. You understand? And then I said to them, the day you hear me speak, and that day was 2 weeks ago on Wednesday.
In the whole 5 years.
In the whole 5 years. That was the day they got to see the other side of me that they thought I never had. You understand? Meeting to give a point to say, I disagree with what you guys are saying regarding 1, 2, 3. For example, the Marakajavana, the way you structure your timetable, the way you strategize about improving learners' performances. You raise up your hand as a young teacher to say, I think in this day and age, it's proper to do it this way and that way and that way. They raise their voice, they trash whatever you're saying. You can't teach us what we are doing here. Because we've been doing it. These strategies have been working. At that time, 60-something% would depreciate 20%. And you are still telling us, or the formula that you've been using for the past 15 years has been working for you, and you are still advising for it. Clearly the results have been showing in the past 3 years that whatever formula that you are using here is no longer relevant.
Revisited.
It has to be revised.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, ba go gatikela ditokelo tsa go ka meeting, ba go gatelela dintlha tsa gago ba go theletše metlholo e ka moka, okay? They would boss you around. They would even go to the extent ya gore go botša gore o fitla ka meeting. You get it? But now, luckily, I never fell for that trap.
Yeah.
At some point, one of these dudes tells me, re ka kwa meeting, wena o fitla ka kwa meeting, o raise letsogo, o bolele 1, 2, 3. O la o tla raise are 1, 2, 3, 4. namile nna ke tla tla ka feleletsa ka gore. You understand?
Do you think?
I'm telling you, this
yeah,
is
but
a
it's
true
there.
story.
Yeah.
This is a true
Yeah,
story.
yeah. I do sometimes like from the politics thereof. Each and every workspace, all faction or they don't get along. And as a newbie like him,
Yeah.
you are without noting it, you might end up about choosing which side you are going to belong to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what they said to me? I get the meeting came, went to the meeting, and then I didn't say anything, obviously, because it's still my first year. I'm still a few months within. Didn't say anything. When we come back the following day, they're like, "We're no betray a comrade." I'm like, "Hey man, how am I betraying people by keeping quiet?" And then at some point, was already scandal. Ka thoma to withdraw because I was getting advice out there from other people saying, "Man, you need to keep away from such people, such characters." And those characters, I was seeing them, I was observing them.
Yeah.
People would talk about another teacher when all gone, and at that time, 30 minutes down the line, you have to go and work with that particular teacher. My conscience.
Discredit.
Before
Yeah.
then my conscience says to me, hey, 1, 2, 3. And I'm not a good pretender.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the person will automatically pick up or there's something wrong. Even when they ask you, you won't even have answers. So I found myself in that position up to a point where I decided, you know what, I'm going to withdraw myself from this group of people, rather be alone and not belong to any particular group.
Faction of the workspace.
You understand?
Yeah.
From 2019 up until this year, I was just Gabonna, and whoever comes, Alo Musa would come and join wherever now I'm sitting.
If they are non-political.
Yeah, because where I'm sitting is on neutral. So fast forward to last of last week. Gona le trip ya bana ke?
Yeah.
Mona le trip ya bana. Ntwa ke gore, why are these ones always organizing a trip without giving other teachers an opportunity? You understand? Yeah, fela ka gore go and continue arranging like you were arranging. So when we did that, arranged, went back with feedback, this other teacher raises up a hand. Hey, so and so was not involved into the planning of this trip. And then she raised up a hand.
Yeah.
So when she raises up a hand to say
No, she is. It's his colleague.
yeah.
Colleague. Yeah.
And then she raises up her hand to say her piece.
Uh-huh.
When she raises up her hand to say her piece, one of the old teachers, this other old lady, Amatega, raised up her voice against her. Then I told people, you know what? Number one, fact or bana le na le ba bagolo a ito bereka mo ke mmerekong and re lwela nnoto batho more ba thekana. So I told them, no, you know what, nna ke tle mo bereka. Number one. Number two, I ska tla mo to replace my mother. My mother did a good job raising me, so I don't need a second mother.
Motherly love.
If you think you're going to mother me here, you have another thing coming. Number three, it's gonna or just because le ba bagolo le gona o bolela ka metlha re a le tshaba a re le tshabe.
You know, raise another point there. The toxicity that goes toxicity.
Yeah.
You know myself in English, yeah. We are not fond of each other. The toxicity
Yeah.
that goes around with what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Them believing that they have some sort of authority.
Yeah.
With them being the oldest Momi Bereko.
Doesn't work like that.
And I think what they are failing to acknowledge is that times are changing.
Yeah.
You gave a review about performances dropping.
Yeah.
Those interventions, they were relevant then.
Yeah.
Right now, a lot of things are governed by technology, and there should be an integration there.
One other thing, batho ba bagolo, stop fighting. Let's go. Togelang go shumisha rena go lwa dintwa tša lena. You understand?
Yeah.
Le batho ba bagolo meberekong, you are supposed to be a center of stability, a center of growth. You must inspire.
Exemplary.
You have to set a good example to these people who are still going to spend 30, 35 years in the industry. Imagine they are demoralizing you in your first 2 years. Already we're now poisoned. You are toxicated so much that we're now you're starting your own faction.
How does one then protect themselves from like that bad energy? Yeah, maybe
Go to work, do what you are there for, go home.
finish.
No,
And
no one is your friend, no one is your parent, no one is there to build you, man.
everyone is there for the
Everyone
sole
is there.
purpose.
I mean, we are there to get money. Let's get money and go home. You understand?
Unnecessary friendships.
Stay away from friendship. You don't need a friend at work. I mean, I have you guys here at home.
Probably in some of them, I will want to post.
December, I don't text anyone Merry Christmas or Happy New Year.
Yeah,
anyone I work with, I never.
It's not like we're texting.
Or December or New Year or Good Friday. Because what we have, a professional relationship, what binds us together is books, learners, Department of Education. Other than that, I'm not interested what who is doing with who, either at work or outside the school premises.
Okay, the who does what with who. It's an interesting. You know what? Like this. Do you think colleagues that entangle one another, that sleep secretly? So I guess it's not like they're going to display. Let me use it in the context of a schooling environment. Do you think
or any work environment?
No, I wanted to use your frame. Your frame, because you get exposed to different situations.
But before Mpo Araba, like just to go back about like I think like there's so much happening in terms of behavior and stuff. Ka tichuti le re mosadi or monna o mo file yona kwa. Then after spanning ne o sa tlisha the same attitude ko mmereko and things or rena sentse re amogele exactly which is something else.
Do you think maybe teachers, nurses, because this one's typically one about like bad behaviors generally. Do you think Batoka like frequent psychological assessments, or
they should know their role, or like I'm going to work and when I'm going to work I'm going to do my part.
They must also know how to draw boundaries, differentiate between your home issues and work issues. You understand? Hey, right now we can't suffer because we're not about timile around why must we suffer for that? We don't even know what happened in
yeah.
So now you get punished. You get punished for something that you don't even know.
It doesn't have to work like that, man.
So is it what I wanted to rephrase a question. What is it a lack of emotional intelligence that comes to play draw between life after work and life at work?
Some people are just born to be unprofessional and unethical. Some people are just like that.
And by idea norm.
Hey.
They are very much okay with the idea.
That is the character.
Draw a boundary.
Yeah, that is the character that like exactly. So just so why at least and which we're not even familiar behavior which
remember,
is something else.
Some of these things, Bogang and others, some of these things that we see at work and we deem unprofessional and unethical, it's behaviors that are learned, they become habits. And any habit that is excessively done ends up becoming a disorder.
Yes, you always say. I
always say this. People who, we are at this age, ne? There are certain things that we do and we think, I'm doing this because it's my time to let me just go through this stage. And we do unnecessary things. At the end of the day, they end up engraving into your character so deep that it becomes difficult 20 years, 15 years down the line to eliminate, because you have gotten used to doing those kind of activities. Habits and now they've become disorder.
Do you think family want to cover disorder at some point?
Exactly. Exactly. I agree. It becomes exactly. Listen, it becomes a habit to you normalize having multiple sex partners, ne? you don't see a problem with having multiple sex partners. You understand? What's about bothata ka ba le girlfriend 5 at the same time, and wa bona hore o kgona ho ba manager without any fuss? Then what's to say when you are married you can't have another 5 girls and join them
wife.
with your wife?
Yeah.
Akere wena o tlo ke gale o e dira ntho eo.
But that one can also goes with growth, I think. Like like,
growing up is noticing yourself when you are doing something so much that it is now becoming a disorder. A grown up knows when to stop.
Yeah, that's why I'm let's mention the growth. Muto ko mogolo, as you said, like muto kgona ho ba mogolo, but behavior and other stuff that can happen. I get muto wa ba le multiple partners and stuff like ko mogolo, but still like but the age itself says like muto sa le monyane se nyaka bapala, because like batho ba bagolo, I think ba fitlhile that capacity like now ko motho mogolo and I want to be responsible and I'm growing enough, like they wouldn't go around and sleeping around and stuff like that.
The conversation of sleeping around and stuff, it's so
why is that? Are you doing that?
Oh, no.
He's having it he's having it disorder. He's having a disorder. Sleeping around disorder.
No, I wanted to. Yes.
You were asking about work relationships.
Yeah, people who, for instance, if you note that some of your colleagues are secretly having affairs, do you then assume that they do it out of love or like certain benefits?
I just want to bring an opening statement to it.
All right.
And say, let's be careful of not minding our own business when we are at work. I got this point when there's 2 adults at work, they are doing something that does not in any way whatsoever disturb, not really concern, it does not disturb progress and daily operation of the company or whatever you are there to do at work. If you are relationship, I disturb progress ya miracle, I literally fail, and value respect enough to not do it in the school premises or in the premises of your workplace. Ubaboni kai muchachos ba ileti out. Ubaboni kai ba post on Facebook. It has nothing to do with you. That's my opening statement.
Minding your own business.
Be careful of not minding your own business.
Do you know what happened today? I was walking from Guac to here. I was walking, and
Am I ever going to answer you?
You will. This one is just like an opinion, or rather a statement that happened. This lady, very Dipu.
Okay.
Dipu Maleka.
Oh yeah.
You know her.
Paul thought of someone else. Look at his face. No, look at his face.
He's very happy when I say
exactly.
Dipu Maleka, man.
Why are you happy?
Miss Teen Universe, man. 100% behind her.
I think she must come. I voted once. I voted once.
14 days away from the event. These people don't even know what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about. And I'm smiling. I am smiling because it's Dipu Maleka, man.
Yeah, I think we should
putting
have
us on the map.
She must come here. Like,
Yeah,
we'll engage her. We'll engage her.
Yeah.
We'll
engage her.
Let's continue after a break. We can go.
Okay, it's fine.
Let's take a break and I'll answer your question when we come back.
No problem.
Yeah.
By the standards. We have patriarchy demanding of women to behave in a certain way. I think what they are trying to do, from the conversation I've had today, Litipo, she raised the fact that we men need to stop dictating how women should go about. I think she has an interesting mind. I would like to break it down.
She does. I've spoken to her.
Yeah, I would like to break it down. Together, of course. Not like break it down.
Break it down.
Not like break it down, but
break it down, eh?
Yeah, not like I'm going away, but yeah, it's fine as well. But in essence,
So if there's someone who has to break it down with her, that's got to be me.
she, yeah, I'll nurture them but hey, the conversation is not there. the conversation is not there. What I learned from that was that we should let them do what they do because it's what they want to do. Women who go around barely dressed.
But you asked me a question.
I asked you a question.
You asked me a question like 30 minutes ago.
The question was on taba ya go nota secret affairs in workspaces. How do you then?
He has covered it so much with. He's disturbed me so much that he's covered up that question.
Talking.
Even my opening statement is no longer relevant now.
Just in your workspace. I don't know if you've got culprits.
Now, obviously, whatever you were saying, we're going to cut it out so we can join this part with my opening statement.
Obvious. Don't worry. Who's the editor?
So it could be me or anyone. So Kujo win PC.
Kujo would never betray. Kujo saying to my life, he would never betray me like that.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm saying this is not life threatening, so don't think he'll save you this time.
Okay. All right.
So I'm saying now, as far as the relationships in Merukong concerned, remember I said something about minding your own business. It's unethical. According to work ethics, we don't advise people to have relationships at work. More especially the eros kind of relationships, the romantic relationships. We do not advise people to have those at work.
Do you have
because they have a potential of ruining the progress of what you guys are doing at that particular workspace. Do you understand? That's why we advise against them.
Yeah.
But if you are people who are careful enough to hide your things and do them away from the work premises, then chances of them ruining whatever it is that you are doing at work are very, very slim. Re problem re le ditlisha mmerekong le ditirela mmerekong because tlo thoma wa affecta rena ge lelwa le rena ro lwa le lena. Do you understand? So the dynamics ja go ba le relationship me berekong re tshwanetse re no ba careful of John enough to say we must know our boundaries. We must know where to stop and where not to touch.
With you being a boundaries person, would you entangle at work? Would you entangle with someone who
if I'm going to do that,
yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Would I do it?
Yeah.
Go phrase your question right.
Would
I don't want to incriminate myself.
Would you entangle with someone who
What's an entanglement?
Romantic relation of any sort.
Would I get into a relationship with?
Yes. This guy is trying to avoid the question.
No,
why discredit?
I want to answer.
He wants to discredit my question so that
Karabo, I want to answer.
Leave Muriri out of this. He must comb his hair and say, comb your hair.
Guys, listen to what I'm saying. I want to answer a proper question. You understand? This guy asked me, would I entangle with a person, a colleague? You understand? So I'm saying, phrase your question right so I can answer that particular question. Because if I answer this one, if there is someone at work whom I have interest in, this guy is literally saying, entanglement, you know the meaning of entanglement, that's what I'm saying, phrase it right. So that if I'm going to say yes, I will say yes to the right question.
Would you be in a romantic relation with someone you are working with?
Yes, under strict rules.
Being that you don't practice the romance.
We don't do it at work. We don't bring whatever we are doing together at work.
All right. So it has to be someone who's
someone who's mature-minded.
All right. Yeah. So would you... I realize that the question might not be for you because we're not already your settled target.
What the...
No, listen to me. Would you do something? What did I say wrong? I'm not saying settled in romantic sense.
Why are you repeating it?
Listen to me.
Why are you repeating it?
Listen to me. Why
am I settled?
Listen to me, or get settled in what sense? As I was saying, when I know you're settled, so
why do you keep saying I'm settled, man?
The thing is, when you don't want to listen, you don't want to listen. Would you do something that requires you to get out of your comfort zone? in order to get a job. Or hence I say when you're settled, you have a job.
Yeah. That's what you mean.
The thing is, okay,
Why people speak in riddles?
he doesn't want to listen. This one, he doesn't want to listen. He did the form of settlement. He thought, "Kya basadi." You thought of that.
I mean,
You know, why would I lie?
hey, this guy.
No, you know. In fact, if it
No, this guy bolela ka o setlela ska chaba bra ska chaba o bolela
No,
tabeng
he's
ya
not.
bosadi no o chabela tabeng ya mmereko
No,
ai
no,
wa
no,
chaba
listen.
ai wa
I
chaba
was- no.
wa chaba this guy
Why would I lie? And this guy is not settled.
cause like me re bolela ka taba ya di entanglement and romantic what
No,
so
that-
jiki
that
this
was-
guy o bolela ka o settled like a mmereko wa mchaba
No, what's in a guy? What's in a guy?
yeah so speak your facts mfed whatever that you wanted to say say
The
it now
thing is, you guys never allow me to talk. That's why I
hey
asked you
here's
my
a platform
challenge.
here's a
Bolela, man.
platform
So I wanted to know what would you do something that require you to have to offer something like sex, something that requires you to act out of your comfort zone in order to acquire employment. Hence, I said when you are settled, you have a job.
Yeah.
The settlement was from there.
Yeah.
This guy, Jolie.
But, Bon.
Oh, Jolie.
No.
You don't.
But
Do you have like people you potentially?
Let me answer the question.
No, you guys
asked,
always
and
disturb
then-
me all the time. Why
and
can't I
then-
do?
And then, how can you ask me a question on top of a question, man?
Okay, One at a
Relax.
time.
Relax.
one at a time.
Relax. Listen, Eriki Yarabe Gamho, I am settled as far as jobs are concerned. Job security. Yeah, I can say I have that.
Okay.
Ne? Mara mero ko ngumo mo agera ona promotion, so that doesn't mean I'm safe
Oh,
from
yeah.
doing something out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Remember, nothing is as important as freedom in any direction. Freedom in any concept whatsoever. Financial freedom,
Romantic freedom. I
romantic
know you're free.
freedom.
He's very free. This one.
Freedom in any dimension that you can think of.
Freedom.
You understand? Nothing, Teleja man, nothing is as important as that. You get it? The moment you go out of your comfort zone to do something something against wena, you are enslaving yourself to that particular person.
Or ANC culture.
You get it?
ANC culture. It is.
So-
it is. ANC people literally have debt on one another.
So
Everyone
I'm
has
saying-
dirty something on someone else.
We'll come to that.
Okay.
We'll come to that. So I'm saying, if you find yourself considering giving someone a favor so that you can get elevated in terms of positions, then elevation yela will not work for you because you're always going to suffer for being given that job. Gaukana.
Or the reminder will be there already.
The reminder will always be there, and that person is most likely to come back to ask for more, threatening or, okay, if you don't do it, I'm going to publish this.
Even
Or I'm going
in
to
the case of money, ne?
Hey, so nafana freedom ya ka itla pele man.
So you wouldn't bang like an old Mukegulu there.
No, for what? For
What about principal? Secretary manager nyana.
No,
Pa.
no, kampaneless kam-
Mawanyana, mola sababisha.
kampaneless
You wouldn't.
kampaneless kampia because umbia principala na mpile ora ntongolo ngo ko idira ka lebaka la gore ke robetse le wena mpile bo principal ora ntongolo ngo ko idira ka di instruction tša gago.
Oh yeah.
What is power without power?
Or if you have to obey to.
If you are put in a
But-
position of power to be given orders, then you're not in power.
You're like Ramaphosa.
You
so.
are a slave. You are being used. You are a puppet. There's
You're
a
like-
puppet master who's dictating your moves.
But that's the reality we exist in. Even in our political sphere, we've got
It's-
France.
Yes.
But that one goes with your choices. The choices that you're making is the one which is going to tell if we are giving your power away or you're still having it. That is on you.
Yeah, I get it. That's why I'm saying for some people, the dynamics of what is important in one's life, the values are different. For some people, value kichelete. You get it? Value ki position, regardless of how they get that position. For some people, that is valuable. Hence, I've said, for me, value is freedom above anything. If I'm going to get elevated in a higher position of power, it must not have been through foul moves. You get it? Because if it is through foul moves, I'm not free. I am going to be controlled in that high position of power.
You know,
So
I often, it's just an assumption though. I often find that women are more subjected to having to compensate like that to get like not all of them, but most of them are subjected to that.
It's unfortunate, or rena banna, even though you're asking me this question, I wish Pexley was here to answer that one. Because
Pex
I
is
feel
not
like,
around today.
because I feel like a woman
I think we should
would
call
give
her,
it,
but it's fine.
would give it a better call level. Dial levels number.
She doesn't have good network right now.
Call her, man.
Just try nje.
I was speaking to her.
Yo.
Fucking call her.
But
dude.
motho a fokotse meriri ya gagwe la ba lo thiba le ditsebe.
Wait.
She doesn't.
Wait, let me call this one. I know this one has like, this girl is smarter than me, man.
Come on, what's her name? Kena Dibo.
No, not Boo. Not Boo.
Ah.
Lele. Not Boo.
Ah. Yo.
Wait, I'm calling she won't drop.
Tlogela.
Say she can't talk. So, but I was saying,
But ba jola bra.
I was
Just
saying,
because when you don't.
what if Muto Jolalen? I was saying,
But the guy we study.
listen, man.
Yo,
Listen, dude.
Jesus.
I was saying a question like that. Ke mosadi wa ka ya araba mo betere, because basadi ke bona ba dikgotjang ba le the victims of having to offer something for a job or any other favor. You understand?
What is it called? Couching or something?
Couch casting.
Yeah, couch casting.
Couch casting. You understand? So it's unfortunate, and as a matter of fact, this brings us to, I wanted to talk about the issue of patriarchy. Because lebaka le le dirang gore basadi ba dikgwetse ba le positioning tse di sowe tsa go tshwana le gore they have to go bend over backwards to get a job is because of patriarchy. You understand? Patriarchy, for those who do not know, ke di dynamics jailer, or it's that system where men are considered to be good qualifiers of high positions of power in the society or at work. You understand? So re patriarchy re bolela ka go banna pele basadi ka morago. Men must lead and women must follow.
Is this why we have now feminism to counter?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The aim of feminism is to counteract patriarchy. You understand? But patriarchy is something that has been with us for decades and decades. E tswella morago from the colonial era. So ka lebaka la patriarchy, already we have men in positions of power. Basadi ba nyaka go match that standards. Ba nyaka go match the statistics tsa gore okay re nyaka go balance the gender roles mebereko. And the only way to do that is to go through a man who's going to interview you to put you in that high position of power. I understand. So re na le patriarchy ka dipolotiking, re na le patriarchy ka magaeng, re na le patriarchy mebereko. That's why basadi ba phela ba dikgwetsa ba le ka ga this difficult situation. But remember, there are women out there who practice patriarchal behaviors.
There are.
The women who are right now, go ka bala basadi ba 5 in positions of power. 3 of them are not married. Or they are divorced. Okay.
What does it suggest then? What do you mean? What do you imply by that?
This suggests go ka fa ngwana a dangerous toy to play with. They end up mastering that dangerous toy. They are going to use it in a bad way to injure others with. You understand?
Right.
So basadi asaba bielwa power. Basadi, they were not designed to rule or to lead. I know I'm offending people.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, women are more emotional. They protect their emotions more than anything. You get it? As far as compared to men. Banna abadlalega emotion. Banna, they know when not to use emotions. More especially when it comes to decision making and decisions of power.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying women were not designed to rule or to lead is because of they use emotions every time.
Yeah.
We are both emotional beings, but our level of emotions between men and women is not equal.
Yeah, it's not.
Well,
Hence, we will never be equal by default.
Give a woman power. That woman is going to use that power to prove to you as a man that you are nothing.
Yeah.
And when they prove to you as a man that you are nothing, because I am designed to lead, not to follow, I live and go to a woman who will acknowledge my manhood and my status as a man.
Mara mana
Yeah.
design we bolelang ase ntho e le horeng they were taught. Both men and women were taught this design from a young age. It doesn't necessarily define how they would take care of a position or how they feel about a position.
Mm-hmm.
It's just in how they were taught to handle that position.
So do you realize
I'm just saying you are right. We are both emotionally
yes. We are both emotional beings. Yeah.
But it is not to say that a woman would fuck up her position just because she's way too emotional than I am. Ongusha. I honestly think it's mostly because we were both taught. Remember, as a man, you were taught ore, I'm the head.
Of which we are.
And
yes.
the women were taught ore, I'm the neck. Ongusha.
The
But
neck.
you find ore, there's a woman who's more capable to lead a family or a community better than a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are
That goes
situations.
without saying.
So I'm
There are
just saying
situations
I'm
like
just saying I don't agree with what you're saying about the design part of your statement. I don't think it's necessarily designed to. It's something that was
what
taught.
What would you call it?
It's like it's something that was taught.
Learned.
I would call it learned. Ongusha.
There are Karabo, there are innate characters of a man. You understand? Innate characters of a man are characters that a man is born with. There are innate characters of a woman. Same definition. You get it? Whether society teaches him that he's a man, whether society teaches her that she's a woman, she's going to grow up as a woman. She's going to behave like a woman. You understand? If you take a woman, please answer this phone for me. If you take a woman, wa mo tswalela ka room a le teng fitlela a reach 20 years. Wa tja monna mo tswalela ka room a le teng fitlela a reach 20 years. They are not going to come out the same. Tell me.
Hence they are different by nature.
Hence I'm saying innate characters. Lock a man up, a boy child, a baby, a toddler, into a room for 20 years alone. Lock a woman into a room for 20 years alone from birth. These people are not going to come out the same. Because there's certain dynamics that are built into a man.
Pre-installed.
Built into a woman. That says, okay, I'm a woman and I'm a man. Of course, I'm not disregarding environmental effects. Okay? The environmental effects say homosexuality, feminism, and other things. Musadi can also occupy things that a man can occupy.
Musadi can be a provider and a protector.
Which is it can't happen. Musadi can't be a provider and a protector. Man, that is something far from possible.
I mean, their argument would be miracle.
An example of
that will be a character being learned during the process.
A simple thing, changing your light bulb, shifting your fridge from here to there, or fridge. You know, things, simple things a woman can't do that tells us so we are in denial by saying, okay, feminism teaches us that women can occupy what a man can.
Physical features.
What features do you want? Hence, I've said, you missed my point. You missed my point.
So now, just to your point there.
No, I wanted to say to Karabo, I want to give him something to think about. Draw 2 boxes, build 2 rooms. Ne? In these 2 rooms, you're going to take lesea la lesogana, lesea la moshimane, wa jale lesea la ngwanyana, wa ba tswalela ka mo kamoreng, o mongwe le mongwe kamoreng ya gagwe, for 20 years or 15 years, o bereka go ba fa dijo fela, o sa bolele le bona selo. Are they going to come out the same? Why?
They're built differently,
Exactly. Thank you. That's the design I'm talking about.
but they're still both emotional beings.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Ne?
They are both emotional beings,
One can still
but
be smarter than the other.
obviously.
Okay.
And I'm not even getting
Or
into.
gender doesn't determine
I'm
who's
not,
smarter.
It doesn't-
I'm not talking about if a woman is smarter than a man or a man is smarter than a woman. Here we are talking about certain things that a man can do and other things that a woman can't do.
In terms
Simply
of what?
because
in
they-
terms of physicality or in terms of what?
How
Well,
they are pre-installed.
li-
Ke ke shomisha gadget
number-
language.
Ga re bolela ka physicality, obviously there are a number of
I
things
agree more
that a man-
be re bolela ka patriarchy in different dimensions.
and hence
And the dominant dimension here is employment and positions of power and leadership. You know. And then I said the reason you find more men in positions of leadership is because men were built to lead. Because of their masculinity, their strength in emotions, they are able to lead better than women. That is opinionated. Do not say I am degrading women. And it is proven by statistics that you're going to find more male leaders than women. Even though
Even
women
how we
are
are raised.
even though women are more than us population wise, we lead better than them. We lead more than they do. There's very few of them who can lead, because most of them, 8 out of 10 women are going to cry if a snake walks into a room. If a snake crawls into a room, a woman is going to run
Her
away.
office. Let's use
Into
That
office.
is not to say that some men may not cry. I'm just saying,
Some men
like
may
you
not
said,
cry, but 2 out of 10 will run.
That is-
8 out
that
of
is
10 will
taught.
stay.
That is
8
taught,
out
my
of 10
friend.
women will run. 2 out of 10 women will stay.
Hence, we are saying to you, even in the manner in which men and women are raised, you are more likely to be beaten up for crying.
for example, ne?
Wait.
For example, the other time we were saying your friend, that guy wa paraditla saga.
Yeah.
We asked him gore between maniare le malume a go di sheke ma. A go di sheke maniare, hence he's behaving
Piagane.
all Piagane.
Yes.
He was acting all girlish and whatever. But you take someone who loring they were no soft. I'm sorry, I'm saying soft, not girlish. But
That's what if he was here.
but someone who was raised by their uncle, ne? They're more to be like, they're prone to be tough and be like, no, ngas chabe no, even though I chab, ngas chabe no, just because I'm a man. Why? They were taught to say, oh monna was on lao chaban do so, or I was on lao do so. But piagani, because they were raised by a woman, that woman was taught what they were taught. They were taught how to be a woman. So little piagani is how to
A woman can
it's
raise a
not
man to be a
because
man.
Piahan is not a man or he's not built like a man or anything. It's just who taught Piahani how to be a human being. It was his aunt. Hence, they're gonna be deemed soft because no.
They are unmanly.
They are not. They are unmanly.
But Oyaga Karab, not like I'm opposing what Karab is saying. Because like now, or like there are some neutral design characters between a girl and a boy. A boy
Did he say
being
neutral or natural?
Natural.
Okay.
neutral.
You
Natural.
get that?
Hey,
Get the
come on.
accent.
So what a lot like, even if you teach that particular person a thing, a boy, eventually like he will know this is snake, and you don't like will kill it. But like
This thing, when it goes beyond human beings. If you studied animals, you'd realize the similarity
And I
amongst
don't think this,
gender.
I don't think I don't think these guys get my point.
They don't.
I'm
Especially
not-
hero.
eh,
Hero
doesn't
is not
get my
listening.
point. And the argument I'm making here is not the comparison between men's
Capabilities,
intelligence
yeah.
and women's intelligence. I'm saying men and women have capabilities of being intelligent to the similar level. We understand, but because of natural systems, because of hence the design I spoke about, a man will always be a man, a woman will always be a woman. Their differences are the way they apply their emotions to certain situations. You understand what I'm saying? I was trying to call another woman right now, and I've clearly said here she's smarter than me. You get it? But I'm not saying she's a better leader than I am. She could be smart, mind you, but what was smart was already drunk. We use them to consult. Hence, we are saying a woman is a good support structure for a man. A man consult with a woman in the house to say, what do we do with the salary? What is missing here at home? What can I buy? What can we invest in? That's questions to ask a woman.
And that it elaborates further on how the qualities of a woman.
Yeah.
That's the one thing we men can have.
They are smart. Smart Boba allow to be good nurturists.
Yeah.
They can nurture.
Yeah.
They can take care of things and make them grow. But in as far as hunting out, finding and presenting, they are not good at that. It's my job to hunt, find, bring back to the house to say this is something. How do we look
Please
after it?
multiply
How
it
do-
into something.
Exactly.
They are the
That's the point
supportive
I'm making.
system.
I think Freddy
They
is
are a
coming.
support structure, women.
Yeah.
Even the Bible teaches us that ge Modimo a feditse go bopa legodimo le lefatshe, a bopile le diphoofolo le digagabi ka moka le mawatle. He created a man in his image. At some point, a re monna a robale, a mo direla mothusi, a helper.
Yes.
That's what women are.
But I often think people take the word a helper by associating with inferiority or disability, and it's
Or
not
slavery.
that. It's not that.
Yeah.
It's not that. If a
I
household,
know Lebo Matoro is going to bite my head off for this. The statement I made.
who's Lebo Matloa?
The one I was saying Karabo was called.
Oh, okay.
But
All right.
anyway, she's a good advocate for
For women.
women.
We need such a mind.
Let's move on. Then.
We need such a mind.
Let's move on.
So I wanted to know, with you, with someone within your profession. I understand whether you don't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah. With someone in your possession.
Position.
Possession.
Which one is it? Position, possession, what?
Position. It
Position,
can't be
I think it's
possession. Possession is accumulation now.
Finance,
Yeah,
capital, whatnot.
That's possession.
Okay. Yeah. In someone within your position,
Yeah.
why is it usually deemed awkward or strange if you are seen in areas where, for instance, if someone was to see a teacher at a tavern,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Someone was to see a police officer with gangster friends.
Yeah.
Muruti ajola outside of marriage or outside of church.
Yeah.
Or what? Why is it that we find so much difficulty in acknowledging or before a person is a professional someone, they are a human? Why is it so much? Oh, we've got guests. We'll introduce our guests in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why is it that people can't accept that, before you are who they see you as, you are a human being? Why is it the case? Ladies, what's going on? It's about right.
There's no ladies here. Ladies.
Are you saying Karabo is a lady?
Karabo, you have something to say?
No, I'm saying this guy is only asking questions. He's not giving us his opinion.
Who, myself?
Yeah, you only ask.
I'm not an opinionist.
We went to.
I'm not. Hence,
structure of the
remember I said to you that I was warned to be cautious about what I say.
Yeah.
Right.
It's something that might
within my
affect his
field,
future.
within my
Let's
field,
protect him.
ngarakelwa gore
Yeah.
ke
He's an upcoming. What are you upcoming?
media personnel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an
Upcoming
upcoming whatever.
DJ. We've got DJs here.
So let it be me who's saying all the insults and stuff. Let it be me because now I don't have much to lose.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
in a very protected industry.
Yeah,
so
I don't have much to do, so I can get away with a lot.
Yeah.
But I will get hated for saying so many things.
So I wanted to know, why is it
The
that we
question
struggle
was-
to acknowledge people are humans before they are?
So sometimes we base the blame on people, the society, and the masses, and we forget the person himself. You understand? Before I choose a career, I must be willing to accept the responsibility of that career and what it comes with. You understand? Mona teacher ki teacher ka classing ki teacher gae ki teacher gotle moya. When we learn education, they teach us that one of the roles of an educator is to play a pastoral role and a community citizenship. You understand? So when you are in a community, you are a pillar of advice and decision making in your community. You understand? Automatically, people are going to respect you because you are a knowledge hub. You are that person who defines the children's futures. You understand?
Yeah.
So we can't take a hard drive that carries knowledge ya doctor, knowledge ya scientist, knowledge ya lawyer, knowledge ya ngingi, yoga inema. We can't take that hard drive and go and tint it inside cow dung and expect the very same hard drive to go and give people good knowledge, because you are contaminating the hard drive by so doing. If we see a teacher mixed up with people that are not of good characters, automatically that teacher is not a good character.
Badly painted by association.
Because when I'm in class, there's so many learners that are inspired by things I do even outside of the classroom. I had situations where learners would even mimic the way I walk.
I can see that.
You understand? I had situations where learners would come to me and ask me, Mener, how come you speak like so and so? How do you speak like that? Can we speak like that? You get it? I've had situations where learners are drawing me in their books. You get it? I had situations where learners ask me, we want to be a teacher like you, and also how do you dress like that? How do you,
exemplary type.
So being a teacher does not end in a classroom. Kinna motivation, kinna something to look up. You understand? So
what do you think about teachers? What are tattoos and whatnot?
If you have a tattoo as a teacher, hide it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you have a tattoo as a teacher, hide that tattoo.
Let it not be
let it not be molto, because whatever you do, remember, Emana, I'm a public figure, guys. Every time I walk on the street, was qualified school. When I look at the baby, I don't even recognize the baby.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
To show when they're eating at night. You understand?
What did you learn today? Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And the things these people say about you at their homes are within your control.
Or you get to be the editor of what is inside of you.
It's reputation, man. Reputation is what people think of you. Character is what you know about yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the reputation you have is within your hands. What people think of you is within your control.
I just a couple of weeks on Twitter, there was this Zulu lady, gay teacher, like massively, massively, and on her social media platform, postile a picture about 2 minutes. Postile a picture about and she's wearing something a bit revealing, and you can see the ass there.
Yeah.
Quality S.
I've taken
A grade steak S, man.
I've taken what you call fitness. I've done a fitness photo shoot with my shirt off.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Wearing, like, revealing my skin and
Shaka Zulu vibes.
Yes. So remember, apart from being a teacher, I have a life outside and I have aspirations to be other things. You get it? For as long as I can control my learners and my colleagues to not bring up the things I do outside of the school premises, for as long as I can control that, then I am safe. Then I go to work with a vest. Yeah, I think I made my point. I think I made my point to say, even if ka kwa ntle mo Instagram ya ka ke poster nudes and stuff like that. So much that I did school.
But how then does me as a learner, how do I remove that image of you, Katlasing? You are formally dressed as you usually do.
You can't.
But now I'm a girl, learner Katlasing. Maybe I have a crush on you, and I've seen you partially naked, right? Now I'm fantasizing of this hunk-like sir of mine. And remember, says reprimands you so hard for do not touch the cookie.
Listen, we can't control what learners think of us. But the advice I can give is the moment you see something that is out of the professional, you must dismiss it. You get it? Like I said, as teachers, and teacher, I stopped doing certain things. You understand? That is my life there, and that one ya teacher ke life ya ka mula meruko. Next one jo create a balance between the life outside and the life at work. And re ke bona go ina le unprofessionalism or ill behavior mo ngwaneng goba mo colleague ke sone ke dismiss. Re tlo go sola go ka role teacher gifted like that with the African body. You go with revealing clothes. There are professional ways of dressing up. You understand?
Yeah.
Professional ways of dressing up is trying by all means not to reveal too much skin. Holy miracle. We are not dictating what people should wear, but people, like I said, when you choose a profession, you must be willing to accept the dynamics and whatever package that comes with that particular profession.
Because
unless if we choose it for convenience,
but convenience or not,
method.
For convenience or not, I think we should acknowledge that what you practice becomes you. Can we say that? Can we say if you are a DJ, like we've got a DJ,
hey, welcome DJ Cross Black and his friend.
Yeah. So if the practice of being a DJ, we can't honestly say he's a DJ fella on set, right? We can say he's a DJ even when he's walking around in the streets again.
Yeah.
Then how does how do we not judge him again? How do we say yes? The guy is a DJ. No, DJ agreed with Mafebe and stuff. So it's kind of difficult to give example about that because they don't.
No,
but generally they have like a tainted image.
DJ no, but let's get it 360.
But that one, I think
scenario.
Bokang, that one it goes with the trade or the professionalism. Depends, because like if you are a teacher, a doctor, or whatsoever, military or police, somehow like your after work life is gonna get in between. But some trades like
control. You have born. If Cross Black as a DJ, teacher, ne? If when he gets to class, he behaves like a DJ, then people are not going to be able to separate his DJ life and his teaching. You get it? Cross Black ali merukong wa teacher. I am merukong ga headphone dilimu. I am merukong drip. That's why I said this thing is in your control. They can't see a DJ if he's wearing a suit to work. Yeah. They will see a DJ when he's behind the decks.
Oh yeah. All right. So take it now. You are a DJ who's a teacher and whatnot. Yes. Then does it matter whether?
What did this guy just?
No. Like
slow letter this one.
No, like makes sense.
It does.
Depends on how you control it. Yeah.
Exactly.
So ultimately, how people see you is how it's what you give them.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's solid.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, as you said, he's a DJ, he's a teacher, and there comes a decision. He has the money. He must decide what to do with the money. Does it matter whether moto o agile ntlo o rekile ntlo goba o rekile koloi? Which one do you think generally should come first, in your opinion, and that of the council as well?
Common sense should tell you before everything comes where you sleep. Have I answered it? Common sense should tell you before everything comes where you sleep. Even when you go to Maslow's hierarchy of need.
Yes, I know.
Shelter is amongst the top ones. Okay?
Yeah.
But self-actualization, things you do when your needs have been accomplished.
Is that why? Is it like something that you live by?
We can talk about this one in an open formative. Because it can go in 3 ways or 2 or 1. Someone might say transportation. Shelter. Yeah, your shelter is first. Someone else might say transportation. Because I found out like I got a job. No. Yes, wait. Relax.
Then I open the platform to the rest of the council.
ke hweditše mmereko akere gole le company re ke bereka mo go yone is far away and the transport ke mathata mo akere. Yes, I know I have a responsibility ko gae ya go dia some certain things akere, but now I have to think about how am I going to get to that particular workplace. I can't go there ka taxi because like taxi discars, that means I have to get a car. For me, a car is a priority. If I don't get a car, that means now I'm going to lose my job. Exactly. I'm going to be late always. And I'm going to say traffic, and now I'm still in you because funny. So what then? That means I'm not prioritizing.
Yeah,
it just depends on the person.
That's why I said like it goes in like what is your priority first? You settle in, you buy a car, you settle in your job, then after
I'm speaking psychological dynamics. You understand? Before you go anywhere, you need to take care of your physiological needs. First, physiological needs, they involve shelter, food, air, and water. There is no fucking way. There's no fucking way you can stay in a shack, buy a car. You are not right here.
No.
I'm telling you.
Wait.
Means of transport can be.
Take a taxi, build a house, take a taxi. Convenience, build a house, be safe while taking a taxi.
Yeah, you're speaking about convenience, I get. Yeah. Now, I'm far away from home, Bruce. I'm far away from home.
You have a flat somewhere.
I have a flat somewhere.
Which means your physiological needs, as far as shelter is concerned, are taken care of because you stay in a shelter.
Yes, but also
a person who stays at a home with a yard like this one, double title deed, Arega AMG,
fucked up.
Okay, yeah, that's why that is why I think it goes. You're like, what is your priority first? Yeah.
Abe Mike Shule.
Use the mic, man.
Mike Shule.
To the fucking mic.
Mike Shule. Mike Shule.
No one is safe here.
Voice yourself out.
No one is safe here.
Voice yourself out.
Yeah, you have a choice to do whatever.
Yes. Is it because udulaka kwa dulega madula ngona?
Anya go tsore wa dula go duang. Ke ntwa e nyakang gore nonka kra koloi ke sharp lo.
O go ke dimisa le febe o gre.
Let's our problem mo ke eng bana ba go. I think the way we're not arguing about this kind of things is because they argue from different dimensions. And now what I'm bringing to the table, I'm saying it's psychological fact. We understand that before any other thing, even sex, before even that, you need to breathe, Kucho. You need to breathe fresh air.
This one.
All of these things, even if you tell me, everyone, even if you tell me that it will always go back to shelter. Always, it will go back there because you're buying a car, it needs to stay somewhere. You are buying a car, you need to wash the car. You are buying a car, you need to bath yourself. You need food, you need air to breathe that is clean. All of these things will always go back here. And if these things, they are not taken care of, your car will be repossessed or it will be hit by lightning or it will like a water somewhere.
That's
where you start. That's where you start. You will acknowledge affect our different needs and everywhere. But then again, fact is fact. It's psychological fact. You know, there is a friend of mine called Evans. I know me and him, if he was here right now, we'd be arguing because he's a scientist. I am a philosopher. You understand? My argument is based on philosophy and psychology. He is scientific. And that's why we never find common ground. But I'm saying psychological fact. Science doesn't have an opinion here.
I mean, in any case.
So these are behavioral issues. Can we move on?
We should move on. If the council permits, we should move on. Well, that's because ola the only thing that will make a man buy a car before he
let's move on.
man.
Let's move on,
Simply
brother.
that. Simply that.
Let's move on.
So I know this. This thing in which you are there on Twenya.
Yeah.
It's not touring based only, but about bleacher, like people who
Skin bleach. Yeah.
no. I wanted a more colloquial term for it, but it's fine.
Also,
Bagotlola. No, it's fine. I wanted a more colloquial one, but no, I couldn't go here. What
confessing to speaking without thinking.
yeah.
No, I
No,
like, no, I'm just saying, like most of the girls, like they're putting makeups and stuff, so like we just want to hear.
It's not
Yeah.
No, like what? Oh, like depends on like.
not makeup. Skin bleach. Skin bleach.
Hey, mo.
Let's move on,
Skin
man.
bleach.
You don't listen. You must listen. Listening is a skill.
Unayo musadi.
Bruh, this one what pushes these people I do.
Ah, well.
Hey.
Bao ba le basadi ria batseba. Bao ba le basadi ria batseba.
Ria batsiba ka moka batho ba.
Ria.
It's fine. Ria batsiba ka moka ria batsiba. Let's continue.
Hey, I just exposed your woman, man. Let's go. Well,
Fucked up. Anyways, so what do you think makes people or from being natural as they are, dark skinned, into being light?
I have a question. How many times salary tsena mo today? Umbidi jo mo ntsoga guy. Look. So since you got here, think about
Kweno munzo kae.
Get now Muntu forever.
Okay, I'm gonna call you Black forever.
Yes.
Yeah. I think right. I think
like quite a few times.
Everyone only description in my view.
Yes.
But
It was a rhetorical question
Oh, okay.
to answer your question.
Okay.
So growing up, this is how it was for me growing up. And this thing it created a gap between nna le batho ba go gotseng le bona ka mo family. Understand? I was the only one who was dark within a family of this one. I am 13 years older than him, so I grew up and you get it. So listen,
13 years.
Listen, man.
Yes.
Can never finish.
Sorry. I'm
so
sorry.
So like I said, I was the only one who was dark. Whenever you'd speak,
Oh yeah.
everywhere, you understand?
Yeah.
And you don't understand how these things work. You simply feel like you are being discriminated because when you are dark skinned, you understand? I said I survive that insecurity. Into the adulthood to the extent the first thing they want to get rid of is that insecurity of childhood. You get it? Reina, the black people, we have made it normal to say the normal way for a person to look is light-skinned. It's us. You get it? And that mentality, creating the insecurities, to say, hey, as soon as I get money, I'm going to... Hey.
You know, I would choose being dark anytime.
Yeah, well, unfortunately.
I would choose being dark.
Unfortunately, but there are things that you lose with bleaching your skin, man. Right now, we are very safe from malwetse a letlalo.
Oh, yeah.
Because our level of melanin is so high that it protects us from vulnerabilities of the sun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it is security.
Do we have more men doing bleaching as well?
There are men, I know the highest population of men who are doing skin bleach you find in Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
are they not high?
High in what? Jamaicans smoke a lot of dark. But
could it be that
you find a high population of men bleaching their skin in Jamaica compared to any other country.
Yeah. So is it why do we now tend to look at them? Why do we now look at them or man, ile monna aka bleacher?
Yeah, because ke dilo tša basadi monna swantse e be o montsho o motelele wa giant nyana. Nga
Le khwathega le yellow bone.
the yellow bones
Le
are
khwathega.
protected.
Le khwathega le yellow bone.
Bukaro, come on now.
What a waste of darkness there.
What a waste
Karabo
of melanin.
a waste of melanin.
bokang o ka se bolele ka karabo monna wa boletse mantso wa boletse ngolo wa nana mo
No.
ona mo bra
Emphasize.
this guy
Lalela.
this guy
Lalela.
oh no more
Teenager. No.
oh
He's
this
not
guy
in the yellow bone industry.
No. I'm saying.
Hey,
No. Hence I've said if I were to choose, I would choose being dark. I would never advocate for being light skinned. Eh?
Why?
No. As much as darker people at a younger age,
Begolo
being
bose
light skinned.
nakwe ba sa gola.
Yeah, being light skinned was the thing.
Anjolo ka basadi ba nyaka rena ba re duma. Rena ke re rena bo told again.
Yeah.
oh ema pele then me khutsho sa se bola ka ra bokang tshaba basadi
Yo.
cause la khutsho ba modumene ne mphoko montsho ne basadi ba ba rata so ba ka ngutshaba basadi
Bokang fetule basadi monna ke ntong. This is the god of women.
You guys are fucked up. You guys are fucked up.
You know what the Bible says? King Solomon had 700 concubines. I rest my case.
Viva.
bokang rarolwana you have 7 apa o thagetse kudu
No. I'm a biblical
I didn't say
fan.
wives. I said concubines.
I'm a biblical fan.
So he had
Whatever the
three-
Bible
He
says.
had 300 wives and 700 concubines.
like o ba khona yo man o ba khona
I'm not saying him. I was just giving you an example.
This one, Auntie Lady. This,
Probably
I beg this one.
the future King Solomon.
No.
Let's move on.
Come on.
Time is no longer on our side.
Yes, just we are going to the closing remarks very soon.
Yes.
What do you think about and black tax and the disadvantages thereof, and as well as the benefits, of course?
I am a good advocate for Afrocism, being African.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And
What I call Africanicity.
yeah, when are you Africanness? This guy creates his own English.
I can't speak the colonized English while I can
Colonized English.
reform it.
Oh, but this is not colonized, man.
English.
Afrocism is Afrocism, the state of being African.
English is not colonized. English is not colonized.
English is the language of the colonizer.
So it's colonized.
No, it's the language of the colonized.
Okay, it's fine. Let's go for a break. I think but if ngwana
How
o
much
dile ke
time do we
sefebe,
have?
ke ngwana sefebe.
now we are left with one
1
A minute.
Black tax is a must. guys. Black tax is a must. If you are a black person raised up by a black family, you have to go through black tax. Tlhokomelang batswadi because ba lebelegela gore le tle le ba tlhokomelle ba ntse ka re ga motlhako. Fetang mo pele, you will tsamaele botse. That's it.
I think this one re tlo boela kwa tabeng ya koloi.
Ah,
in a
wa re
way.
boelele mo.
A re boelele.
No.
And you were just reiterating on the black tax part.
Yeah, but I was saying, like I said, man, I don't think we need to go deeper into this because it will take us to the issue of what you buy first. Karabo boletsi ka yona gape le ya o reka dikoloi. Lekhutsho said something about buying a car first. But now I'm saying, before anything, we are Africans, guys. And our African customs dictate very clearly that metla shapola tlala o betla lebeletse gae. Ke Sepedi se.
Metla
Metla shapola
shapola.
tlala o betla lebeletse gae.
Oh yeah.
Wa kwisisa.
Yes.
Gore ge di go atlile tša bophelo. Ange? You must always remember to take back home. Ke black tax into.
You're just looking after what has been looking after you.
Yes, but there are some instances where black tax is being abused. We can't shy away from that. Some instances where black tax is being abused, where in a household of 10, 11 people, by one person or two people who are employed, they are breadwinners, having to take care of their siblings and their siblings' children. You understand? That's where black text is being abused. But I'm saying the normal black text of remembering to build your mother a house, fixing what you can at home before you do your own things.
Any normal black
African
African
black
rather,
person,
let's say.
take care of your mother. Tlhokomela bo mmago pele ya o tlhokomela ngwana mosadi o mongwe. Apere ka se bo se o ya go raga lebati la matswale wanna be o raga lebati la matswale ka di checkers tša Shoprite mara o sa ke o raga la mmago.
People do that, man.
What is that?
Surprisingly.
What is that?
Surprisingly.
Gore taba tšele tša gore mmago wa loya o di tšere o di beile pelong. Apere ta go botse ngwana.
Funny mago wa lawyer barazanga o lawyer maro lawyer na go fitla.
Ngwana moloi ke molojana. Gore re mmago ile moloi wena o molojana. Ka mogare ga motswa mmatswalago. You understand? So there's no way you can say my mother is a witch and then you accept me. What are you benefiting from my witchcraft? My mother's witchcraft so if my mother is a witch, then and then
so late. The reason that clearly
exactly, that's how it works.
Is there Wakabaloi here? No Baloi. Okay.
Hey, so
Man, cinema has nothing to do with this. But not come on,
that guy is emotional.
Very.
No, man,
Could it be? Let's move from there. Let's move from there. Why as Africans is it deemed wrong or a guy I a girlfriend?
Gape se Africa se motse o mo le o mongwe wa thegiwa bošego ke ene ke nagana gore lentswe le bolelwang ga go thegwa motse go gore sa ka mo a se šale ka mo ka assumption ya gore jaaka mo di gona ka mo ka bošego bo di robitse ge o robitse ka ga bo mosadi ba lala ba foka ba re jaaka mo a di šale ka mo ke bona mo rutlelang go bona mathata gore tlo o reka di checkers wa tla ka di checkers o lebile ga bo mmatswale.
Oh yes.
You understand? So my personal belief is abo mosadi a go robalwe. Mosadi a robale ka geno gore ga geno le re jaaka mo a di tšhale ka mo go šale mosadi o a go kwa gago.
Hence o ka monyala potentially.
Go nyala rena go nyale bona.
Oh. It resonates from the fact ya gore motse mo le mo wa thegiwa and
o thegelwa gore jaaka mo o di tšhale ka mo we the obstacles let them be outside. So and if you are within the yard, you are kwena saka movie.
Or re ba fela ba re ba mo jishitse, could it be that? Oh yeah.
O jile jona ji.
Oh yeah. Hey, you guys hate. Hey.
Riatse.
Why do you hate me so much? But now whenever you have like a bad analogy to give, squeeze in.
No, now quite a few times.
Okay. But are you still with the person now?
No. Marazang.
Okay.
Marazang
do you believe Diailwa?
Abongonyano was ke meaning spend the night.
Oh, asa.
Ke fela ke tsoga after 10 minutes ke ya go go second.
That's like 12 hours divided by 2. Multiply by 2 again.
Mona o fela
dangerous. Bra. Oh, never push man.
Mona agar where is it so? Abele
go se ba bisha ka chisela monna.
Lebele ka re ke beta round ya go ya 2 minutes ka robala after 10 minutes.
Cinema has nothing to do with this.
No,
man, no.
Yes, sir. Did I?
I told you being a man is a business.
This one has never downplayed. This one has never downplayed a chance ya go teregisha. He has never
do that.
Even in a crowd ya rena ka moka held.
I told you. But this is a counsel, man.
So you want me to give out? Hence I can get the highlight. You know, my hands are a bit tight.
I told you, being a man is a business. And every chance you get to market yourself, use it.
But no,
He's my investor.
no.
He invests in this business.
Yes.
So
Potentially, the growth of it, it's equals to my growth. No, the thing is, let me clear that one up. With you guys, I've realized Oralina are good examples, right? So I feel like the more I speak, the more I give you guys ammunition. So I'd rather keep quiet in examples like this, just to be safe. Let's move right along. Can we do that?
Look at the guy's reaction.
What's up with
Man, how can a man write?
Let's move right along.
Make me think you give a
It
man
is a
on top.
strong word.
How do you write?
Yeah, but
Fuck you.
but honestly, I don't think nowadays it's that deep. I don't think it's that deep. I don't even think or Jola level the African there's
Barena, you don't want me on your backs. Can I take
because
you don't want me on your backs. Moving forward.
This guy,
Moving
go
forward.
When are you?
Yeah, one was strong, Papa. One was strong, man.
Sit there. No, he was delivering a gift. No, he was delivering. It wasn't for me. Bored. Because I didn't have time to go to town. Ne? I sent Bokang to go to town, get a gift for a specific person, particular person.
Did you hear the
So he went
marketing?
and he had to bring it to school.
Hear the marketing.
That's where.
You guys are fucked up, messed up big time. Yo.
Yes.
Zaka
But it's
wana
fine,
watu
let's
waso.
move on. Wena ka rabu skob ler ta bo ja rutsuli ka. Ta bo ja rutsuli ka. Tell you. Ta bo ja mo tsugile.
Yeah.
Don't go confused. Like Wakang is always supporting the
Unyoko,
hashtag.
go.
He doesn't even speak about
He does
Why
why.
is he always asking?
On mo tsuling. You know what's it?
No, like, this one-
He's helping you sell your business.
Ah, very music. Music. Hey, very music.
Yeah, like I understand.
Moving
No, like
right along.
I-
right
no,
along.
like I understand
Let's
or being a
move.
man is a business about you, yes,
move
but the
forward.
guy's also a man. That's
Let us move
Let's
forward.
like, what is your
Let's
part? Like,
proceed.
can't you at least
Yeah,
say like
let's take it to another level.
Yeah.
You guys,
Fucking idiot.
Ten rand.
Let's proceed.
You guys,
That's the only
please, let's.
These guys are going to derail us.
The councillor are behaving, telling are behaving. So I wanted to know, right? And this one goes to the rest of the council. Why is it that when a married man has an affair, a woman who might be single, that usually the woman is deemed the bad one in the affair, with the married man, of course. Why is it that she gets to be deemed the home wrecker? Unlike the very same painting or the bad image by possessor even to the man, the man who is married as well. Why is it that
makes sense. Hence he was supporting you all along. Hence, yeah, the support structure, yeah. No wonder.
Sleeping with someone
it's fine.
who's single, perhaps. Why is it that?
Let me answer you. I heard your question.
Ride along.
I was going to say.
No, you're right.
I
We
was
don't
going
want
to
you
say,
on our backs.
Remember when I said, I can what I said, but
Don't want you on your backs.
I get your point quicker than you
Oh
make
yeah.
it.
Oh,
You get it?
Get right to slow lane.
No, don't.
Get right to slow lane.
Ride along.
In our episode to say there is one thing that we value in a woman, and if that thing loses value, then the woman
Yeah, I
has
saw this
lost
one
this
time. I
state
saw this
of
one
being a
time. Like,
woman. She's a
Bokang
female
bought a
now.
gift. It was
You
a
understand?
gift, yes.
The women don't just sleep with anyone. You understand?
Do you mean women generally?
A woman. Say long mosadi, say long mosadi. Hey, I'm trying to tell you now. A woman becomes careful with whom they sleep with because they know that with sex and multiple partners comes degradation of character. You understand? The more a woman has more people they have slept with, the more their character, their reputation is degraded.
By who? By men?
By the society.
At large.
By the society. Hence, when we go to marry, they will sell you a virgin for a high price than a person with 2 kids. You understand?
That is where the conversation is.
If you take 3 men,
Yeah, right.
bao ba le income ya go lekana, bao ba le career ya go tshwana, bao ba le dikoloi tša go tshwana, bao ba le net worth ya go lekana. Okay? This is 3 men, different, okay? Or let me just say similar categories of men. And then you put them in a line. What? How much time? Okay, because it's me who's talking, keep mind running. Like alostro. Did you hear what I said in the beginning? Like alostro. Like a sports player, soccer player. Like a businessman. Who are they going to pick to have sex with? Chances are that the businessman will be. There's high chances they will sleep with the one with a tie, because they know sleeping with a man who is deemed of high standard also increases their standard in terms of character. So ge mosadi a robetše all over the place, that mosadi is no longer worthy of a marriage. You get it? Notice how Rena Bashimane, when growing up, it was a competition. Now, we're not virgin. We're 1, 2, 3. And now we take trophies with as many women as we sleep with. You understand? But women don't do that. Women would rather keep it a secret, their body count, compared to men, because they know there's something to lose, and that is from society. So you can never eliminate that.
So is this why often we have women?
Hey, they will always say 3-1, 3-1. And tlakoboji, basadi ba o tšea botse ba o nyalega. As mosadi o ba le body count ya more than, if mosadi a le body count ya more than 5, run. Why? Hey. You don't value it, when?
I don't care about body count.
Oh. Do you want to know your woman's body count?
No, I don't need.
Why? Why?
I don't think if it's but
Gerardo, do you want to know? Does it not hurt you to discover your woman has body count of 15 to 20? No, you're weird.
Not even a bit.
Nah, it's weird. Any man out there, no matter how much they've been sleeping around, no,
what's the issue? The issue is what?
5?
The issue with me tapping body count. It's if you don't behave like someone who has like 20 people she has slept with. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with if you're going to preserve yourself and be as if I wanna exit 10. I'm cool with that. Marifuena,
a woman,
every time when opela a crisis.
Mossad, listen to me. A woman of value, good character, and a woman who's worthy of marriage in my opinion, is a woman who knows how to close her legs.
Do you think women still care about marriage? And
They should care.
they don't.
They should care. They do care, man.
Well, apparently,
Next, on our next episode, if you can bring me 3 women, Baba ring bona. Baba honest. Baba ring bona banyakeli nyalo. Balo honest. Yeah, kita offer 200 rand.
Hey,
Some of them are but what was Anki Bajaji, Kituba Kalapil, Kitulvela or Pilova, direction. You can't pick someone on the street.
Yeah, of course. Of course, their counter. You'd assume Sadio Rutera,
Exactly.
who has
If they have
life in
direction,
order.
if one direction, but in school, Vere Kabanyaka, Lujika Mukaji Mutom normal Arinyaka, but not marriage, they offer 200. But Torinyaga marriage, but with a proper person.
Or there'll always be conditions.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I think we should wrap
I
it
think
up.
we should. Yeah. Plus, me
Wrap it
gologa sa go bishe
Without
from
politics.
these guys ba bolela ka nna ka mo ba ratang ka ona.
Yeah,
Nonsense.
let's wrap it up.
Yeah, that's it for today's episode.
Yes.
Please be sure to like, subscribe, and notify your friends to notify their friends.
Yeah.
Go na le gore motho wa ne re a leboga.
It's fine, my big English. How can you not?